Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to Martyn Lucas Investor. Have we discovered a new gold? We're talking about silver today. Silver is now and has a larger market cap than Bitcoin. Consider that for the moment. It keeps on rising. Is it time to buy, or is it about to crash? We've got potentially, not just yet, but the money printer being turned on, potential more liquidity, which is great for crypto, the digital gold. But what about the real thing? Can we make money owning and buying silver? How should we buy silver? How has it changed since we've been covering it on this show just a few years ago? People weren't interested in it then, but they kept on buying. And now they're saying, well, it's about to sell off again, but they keep on buying. Is silver about to hit $100? Well, on this live stream this morning, we discuss all that. I'm sorry, I don't have a silver jacket. I have a gold jacket, so that'll have to do this morning. But anyway, let's get into it. Welcome, good morning to you. Please do tap the like button if you like this content. By tapping the like button, you're more likely to be shown this content in the future. And that's what it does for you. That's how it helps you. It guarantees keeps you in the loop. If you don't like what we do here, tap the down like button, stop watching, and then you're less likely to see our content. The choice is yours. If you'd like to be part of it, consider subscribing. That way you won't miss anything. And as a thank you for subscribing, here are the little fellas. Yes, they love it when you subscribe. They find it great because at the end of the day, I can buy some more dog food for dogs I don't have. Don't know why I said that. But imagine if I did have a dog, I could buy more dog food. Anyway, there you go. So let's get straight into our gold, our silver. Now then, a few years ago, when Sensei first met me and was asked to be on the show, he did a report for us. Look how long his hair was. Look how young he looked. Look how different he sounded. Here's a report from a few years ago when he first started talking about silver.
Again, because we've got silver on the move. So silver is on the move today. I just wanted, something's going wrong with the stream. No, I think everything's fine. Can everyone hear me okay?
Look at where we were.
You are live. Thank you, Jerry. Is everything okay on the stream? Thank you, guys. And thank you to anyone who's watching this later. If you are from the silver community, please do hit the like button and leave a comment down below. And I know some of our investors, some of the Lucasades themselves are silver investors as well. And we've got silver moving up today right after our reports over the last few days. We've got silver at nearly $36 an ounce, the highest price we've seen on silver since Wednesday, the 29th of February 2012.
Think about that. And now we are talking it could go to $50. Let's look back then and see what we said about silver, and then let's look what we're saying about silver today. This is all taken from our newsletter. This is what we talked about then. Silver short squeeze, history setup, and what comes next. Flashback when silver went parabolic. Hunt brothers in 1980. Two oil tycoons tried to corner silver, pushing it from below $10 to $50 an ounce. Regulators cracked down. Silver collapsed 75%, and the hunts went bankrupt. 2011 spike post-crisis fears and inflation bet sent silver soaring to $49 an ounce before CME margin hikes triggered a steep sell-off. 2021, silver squeeze. Reddit's Wall Street Silver tried to reignite a squeeze. Silver touched 30. SLV inflow surged, but momentum faded. Lesson: price spikes happen, but sustaining a squeeze needs more than just hype. It's never wrong to take profits. It isn't. I believe in never losing and always making money and allowing it to compound over time. You'll always win. He mentioned SLV. That's how I would buy silver, and I'll discuss why that's how I would buy it, and you can then disagree or agree with me, and perhaps you have another way of looking at it. Well, that was back then. However, things have changed since then, and we have an updated newsletter from Sensei. Absolutely fantastic. I'm going to give you the link for the newsletter. Here it is in the chat. It's also below every one of our videos and live streams. If you want it, there's a free trial. You can get it, and you can enjoy this newsletter every single day. If you've just arrived, please do tap the like button. It makes the little fellas smile, and I really would appreciate it, and consider subscribing. So let's look at this. Are we going to see silver go to $100? How are you going to buy it? What do you do with it? And does it have any use cases? And it may have passed by you, but it has a bigger, larger market cap than Bitcoin. Think of that. So, in our newsletter today on December the 12th, 2025, maybe we'll look back on this live stream one day when we look back on silver. The Great Divergence, institutional capitulation, and the physical silver squeeze. If you are watching live or watching later, in about half an hour, I have a big announcement, which is timely. You want to be here. I'll announce something. It'll be amazing, and it will come and go in a blink of an eye. Stand by, 30 minutes to go. The Silver Squeeze Chronicles. And I want to thank Sensei's wife for these wonderful graphics that she does for the newsletter. The newsletter is fantastic, and the imagery is outstanding. The silver market has entered a phase of historic dislocation. On December the 9th, 2025, silver shattered the $60 barrier, hitting an all-time high of $64.57 by December the 12th, 2025. This 123% year to date. So if you've been in silver, you've beaten everybody. You've beaten me, Berkshire Hathaway, you've beaten Bitcoin, you've beaten just about every other asset. I'm sure there are a few meme coins that have popped up 1,000% and gone back to nothing again, but you are up 123%. Are you taking profit today? Never a bad idea. It represents the culmination of 5 consecutive years of structural supply deficits and a violent repricing of physical risk. We've seen that around the world, China in particular, hoarding gold and silver. Why? Well, many reasons. Uncertainty, potential third world war, still getting worse, and the crash of the dollar, the carry trade, and of course the collapse of crypto. Some people think it's going to happen. So the dominant narrative has shifted from retail speculation to institutional capitulation. JP Morgan, historically a massive net short in paper markets, has aggressively pivoted to become the world's largest physical holder. With COMEX, a leading US futures exchange, part of the CME group for trading standardized futures and options contracts on precious metals, gold, silver, platinum, palladium, inventories plummeting and lease rates spiking. The market is pricing in a severe shortage of deliverable metal. Sophisticated capital is no longer hedging against price drops. They are securing physical assets at any cost. Some manipulation going on here. Well, I have first-hand experience of this. I've got a friend, or two friends actually, at De Beers. Have you ever heard of De Beers? De Beers controls the world's diamonds. And there's a whole story about the blood diamond and the diamond out of Africa and the diamonds in the Netherlands. I've been to the museum in the Netherlands and London. And De Beers forcibly withhold diamonds to hold the price of diamonds up. If they flooded the market with all the diamonds they have in storage, the price of diamonds would collapse. A lot of manipulation in this sector, I know firsthand. And until Marilyn Monroe back in Tiffany's said diamonds are a girl's best friend, it wasn't anywhere near as popular as it is today. We need a celebrity to come out and say silver is now a girl's best friend. Maybe it would triple overnight. That's what happened with diamonds. And then we need someone to lock it all away. Oh, that is happening. We're having that happen now with JP Morgan. So consider these things. In a few moments, we'll talk about how you buy it. What's the best way to buy silver? Are you a prepper? Are you preparing for the end of the world and wish to trade it with your neighbor for guns and ammunition and food? Well, we'll talk about that in a moment. But first of all, we'll continue our report from our newsletter. Here is the newsletter in the chat. It's also below in every video and every live stream. Check it out. You can get the newsletter free trial so you can have my show notes and follow along with me live like this every single day. Consider liking the stream. I really appreciate it. Tap the like button, makes a huge difference to us and guarantees you'll get this news whenever we bring it out. And consider subscribing. And when you're doing that, make sure that you subscribe the right way. Like everything in life, there's a right and wrong way. When you tap the subscribe button, make sure that you ring the bell, set the notification to all. That way, you'll be notified. If you get too many notifications on YouTube, you can turn individual channels on or off. But don't turn YouTube globally off, otherwise you miss it. We only send 3 notifications a day. That's not us, that is YouTube. All right, so key drivers and analysis. Let's get straight into the next part of this silver story. The physical liquidity crisis, the primary driver of current price action, is a seizure in physical lending markets. In October 2025, the London metals market experienced a liquidity crisis where silver lease rates annualized at 39%. Normally, these rates hover below 1%. When lease rates explode, it signals the entities with short positions are desperate to borrow metal to meet delivery obligations. This is a part of the story what I was talking about a moment ago with De Beers and diamonds. It's all a game, but you can make a lot of money with this game. The desperation forced physical de-escalation. Traders looked at freight for their silver bars and logistics move, typically reserved for gold, to move inventory from New York to London. While 54 million ounces eventually moved to ease the London squeeze, it merely shifted the deficit. The stress has now transferred to the COMEX in New York, where registered inventories have collapsed. The JP Morgan pivot. Perhaps the most significant signal for institutional investors is the positioning of JP Morgan. Between June and October 2025, the bank executed a total strategic reversal. JP Morgan closed its entire 200 million ounce paper short position. They simultaneously accumulated physical metal, now holding over 750 million ounces. This is a market-defining signal. The institution, often credited with capping silver prices via the paper market, has effectively capitulated on the short side to go long. By holding nearly a year's worth of global mine production in physical vaults, they have insulated themselves from the very volatility that is destroying unhedged short sellers. On that note, I will tell you, I never short the market. I don't believe in shorting. I know you can make money from it. I don't need the risk, and I just don't like the concept of it. I like to build things, not look at ways to destroy it for my own gain. It's not the way I've ever looked at anything. Structural deficits and inventory drain. The industrial floor under the silver price is hardening. Solar photovoltaics consumed 232 million ounces in 2024. Now, I know many people say that solar panels are rubbish, don't do anything, and blah, blah, blah. I can tell you for first-hand experience that this studio all runs off a solar battery. I can also tell you that my home in England is powered by solar. Not only does it go towards reducing my electricity from the grid, so thereby reducing my bills, I earn money from what I produce, even though I use it. Solar panels aren't going anywhere. Solar panels are great. I've had them on my house now for 15 years. They've more than tripled the cost I paid for them in savings and earnings. And silver is used in this. And with one of our favorite assets, which would be Enphase Energy, see this going to $100. I was calling this when it fell below 30. Great balance sheet. It's just a bad time for this at the moment, but it will return. We know the current president isn't really a fan of this kind of thing. However, those that buy it and use it, it does work. It does make you money. It does save money. And I think we should cover the deserts of America with solar panels and power the country. But that's just my belief. It's not going to get much favor, I don't think, with the oil companies. Anyway, so it's got a use case, silver, and I think it'll have a much greater use case in the future. The impact is visible in exchange warehouses. COMEX registered inventories, the metal available for immediate delivery, plunged from 74 million ounces in January 24 to just 28 million ounces by November 2025. All this information is taken from our very own newsletter. Sensei spends hours and hours a day working with him and another person building this newsletter for you to provide the best, most honest, ad-free, sponsor-free newsletter, all fact-checked, all verified, all put together, which you get every day. Everyone should get the newsletter. At least you should have the free trial to see how amazing it is. Award-winning as well. Sensei's rubbing shoulders with people like Michael Burry, who are now using this platform. And the other day, Sensei was invited to an event talking about these newsletters. And I'm sure at some point we're going to hear that Sensei has won some kind of Oscar. He's ranking up there. Very, very popular newsletter this is. Get it right now. This 62% drawdown suggests the buffer between paper contracts and available metal is critically thin. The US Mint's recent suspension of Silver Eagle production due to a lack of silver blanks further exacerbates retail anxiety, creating a feedback loop of scarcity. In a few moments, we'll talk about how you buy this. Should you buy this? How you trade it? Which is the best way? We're going to be here all the way through the bell. Above my head is the time, so you know when this was recorded. Always good to know it's live, unedited, unscripted. We do these things live, and you can then look back on it and see how the information was accurate or changed over time. Structural implications, the anti-hunt squeeze. Market veterans frequently compare today's volatility to the Hunt brothers' infamous attempt to corner the silver market in 1980. This comparison is dangerous because it is inverted. Sophisticated investors must understand why 2025 is fundamentally different. This is an anti-Hunt squeeze. The fragility of the 1980, the speculative bubble in 1980, the Hunt brothers accumulated approximately 195 million ounces of silver. Their strategy relied entirely on massive paper leverage and margin debt. This created a house of cards. When silver peaked at $48.70 per ounce on January 18th, 1980, regulators stepped in to change the rules. They introduced Silver Rule 7 to restrict margin buying, cutting off the Hunt's liquidity. The result was catastrophic. On silver Thursday, March 27th, 1980, the price crashed more than 50% in a single session. scary to think about it. Plunging from 2162 to 1080. The liquidation was forced because the buyers were leveraged speculators. The fortress of 2025, the institutional floor, the current dynamic flips this script entirely. Today's dominant buyer is not a speculator, but the world's largest bank. JP Morgan has accumulated a physical stockpile exceeding 750 million ounces. Crucially, this metal is fully paid for. It is held for balance sheet strength and regulatory compliance. Not speculative flipping. There is no margin who can force JP Morgan to sell. Things are very different today. The mechanism of pain, the pressure point has shifted from the buyers to the sellers. The squeeze is punishing those who do not own the metal. The ratio, there are currently 2.44 paper claims for every single deliverable ounce in COMEX, volts. This extreme fractional reserve structure exists because the vast majority of future contracts are settled in cash and never demand physical delivery. However, the sustained structural supply deficits have led institutions to demand an unusually high volume of physical metal, suddenly exposing the fact that the paper claims cannot all be honoured simultaneously. The costs at lease rates have spiked to 11 to 30% annualized. This is the short sellers pay just to keep the positions open. These rates represent the annualized price of borrowing physical silver for short periods. The spike occurs because the few institutions willing to lend out their silver, bullion banks, realize how scarce it is and demand an exorbitant premium reflecting the severe physical shortage. In 1980, the longs were trapped by debt. In 2025, the shorts are trapped by scarcity. They are facing a market where the physical metal is requested in strong hands, and the cost to wait for lower prices is destroying their capital hourly. Wonderful story from Sensei's newsletter this morning. If you've just tuned in, please do tap the like button. These are live, unedited, unscripted. I'm talking to everybody in the chat. I will be doing that shortly. We've got a big surprise for you in 15 minutes. You don't want to miss it. It'll all be over in a minute, so stand by. Click subscribe and ring the bell, okay, if you love this information. So please do stay with us, because not only have we got this big story, this big item that everybody loves and will be all over in a minute, in just 15 minutes from now, so please stand by. We've also got a special, and like 2 or 3 times a year, we have a special like this happening this morning. You won't want to miss it. It's so good. There's going to be a big announcement leading into it for a couple of minutes. It's so good. You don't want to miss it. We're in for a big treat today, folks. I promise you, you're in for a treat. So on Sensei's watch list, we've got 29 minutes, by the way, before the bell goes. We've got some big events coming up today. Let me share with you what they are. We are live right now talking to you, but at 9:05 Central, 1 hour from now, this will be a 2-minute live stream announcing one of our very special on-the-ground productions direct from London. You do not want to miss this. When I saw this land on my desk from Vaz, I was blown away, and I had to promote it. All night you've been watching shorts come out and promoting this. This is our probably our best ever video in 4 years we've ever made. You will not want to miss this. The effort and the work that's gone into this, it's like bloody, it's a full-on movie. It is something to behold. So please stick around, and the special treat in just now 13 minutes. Let's carry on. Tap the like button. We very much appreciate it if you tap the like button this morning, and consider subscribing as well. Right. Sophisticated market participants are looking past the headline price to monitor the plumbing of the market. Watch these 3 signals. If you get the newsletter, the links in the chat, you could be getting this every single day. All right? Free trial to this newsletter. COMEX registered inventory floor, 25 million ounces. Registered inventory is currently at 28 million ounces. If this metric dips below 25 million, it signals a potential future failure to deliver. Such an event would decouple the physical price from the paper price entirely. The Backwardian persistent watch, if spot prices continue to trade higher than future contract prices, this is an abnormal condition for precious metals. If it persists, it confirms extreme, immediate physical scarcity that future markets cannot resolve. Bank of America's target is $65. A clean break above the target could trigger the next wave of algorithmic buying, as noted by recent bank research. Chart of the day, silver, US dollars to the ounce. The monthly chart for silver is currently displaying significant strength. Some analysis points to a developing cup and handle structure that supports a positive long-term view, with a target of $100. The outlook remains constructive as long as price action holds above the $60 level. This bullish trend has been tracked consistently since the initial main breakout from $35, which we covered at the time. Looking to the upside, a Fibonacci analysis from the 2011 highs of the 2020 lows suggests a primary target around $70. If momentum continues beyond that zone, the setup could eventually extend towards the $100 mark. Conversely, the $60 zone serves as a critical pivot. A prolonged drop below this level would likely compromise the near-term bullish structure, such as a move could open the door for a deeper correction toward the $50 floor. Here is Sensei's chart, and if you get the newsletter, you can follow along with this. Obviously, there's much, much more in the newsletter today. This is all the levels, and you can also talk directly with Sensei as well about these all of these positions. There is the link in the chat. It's also below every single video and live stream. Amazing work here. Great work, Sensei. This content, remember, is for informational and educational purposes only and does not constitute financial advice. We are not your financial advisors. We don't know your position. This is what we are doing with our money. Don't send us any money. We don't sell you training programs. We provide them free in our gift, my gift to you, included now in the newsletter. And there you go. It's all down to you. This is not financial advice. Thank you very much, Sensei, for your story today. Just underneath the story, you can then comment. I'll comment, and you can follow me, engage with me on here. Great work. Great work again, Sensei. All right, there we go. Great work again, Sensei. So there's my reaction to it, and you can see and like and all the rest of it. And you never know, I might start sharing my trades here, so you'll see what I'm doing actively on the newsletter as well. All right, so how do you buy it? Should you buy it? Well, it's entirely up to you whether you should buy any asset. We are here just to bring you the news of what we're doing and what we think is going on in the market. I currently do not own silver. I will share with you now my position. This is my portfolio. This is my real money. I am 100% invested. I'm always invested. I've gone from $5,000 to $286,500. That is another new all-time high. This year, I haven't beaten silver, but I've beaten Bitcoin, Berkshire Hathaway. I've beaten the market, and I'm very happy. I'm very happy with that. My portfolio is solid and stable. I have entered a small position of the S&P 500, VU. I'm waiting for a downturn. I'm expecting the opportunity to arise for the yen carry trade. I have currently $44,000, just 18% in VU. Warren Buffett sold all of his VU and SPY, by the way, and put it into T-bills. Treasury bonds, as now the Fed are doing, and I've been doing for a while. So my VU has been reduced to 18%. My money has gone into SGov. I've got 17% in SGov. These are Treasury bills where I'm guaranteed to make 3.85% profit. I get paid every single day. I never lose money. It steps up. You can see how it works. Every single day, I can trim whenever I want. I like short-term treasuries. It's called cash equivalents. It's solid, reliable, a better return than you get with cash. I don't see any reason for having cash sitting around. For me, it's not the best strategy. Coca-Cola is my biggest position at the moment, and I'm winning on it. I'm up. I've got 63.89% of my portfolio in Coca-Cola. Why? And I'm up 0.25% on it, which is amazing when you think the chart looks like that. Coca-Cola has been coming down off its highs, and I'm up on it, which is great. I've been using lots to buy and trim and improve my position all the way down. That's my portfolio, and my Roth IRA is virtually identical to that. So I don't own any crypto at the moment, and I don't own any silver. I'm looking to buy back crypto at the right time, Bitcoin, XRP, and Ethereum. For me, it's not now. I'm also interested in gold and silver, but for me, it's not now. I am defensive with Coca-Cola. I'm winning. I'm earning now about $400 a month, even though VU and Coca-Cola pay out quarterly. Average that out, I'm earning about $400 a month at the moment. Dividends. Not too shabby, not too shabby at all. $400 a month, I'll take it. Plus, I think I've got the growth in Coca-Cola, and I've got the safe position with SGov to buy the carry trade unwind, which I think is 90% certain. So I'm not in silver. So how do you buy silver? What would be the best way for you to buy silver? Well, many of you will probably say you like to buy physical silver. And we've shown you the benefits of that in our report this morning. Not a bad idea buying physical silver. However, there are pitfalls. Sensei mentioned it on the show this morning. Be careful, because you could end up buying not pure silver, get ripped off, and all the rest of it. For me, I don't see any point. I understand people do, and I respect that you do, but I don't see any point in buying physical silver. You're not an institution hoarding it. You're not the same. Don't think you can act like JP Morgan or follow Warren Buffett. You can't. And it's not that you can't because you're not big enough. It's different rules for you. You're not going to win by following me or anybody else, for that matter. You've got to do what fits your parameters and your understanding. For me, I would definitely be buying SLV, iShares Silver Trust. It follows the spot price of silver. You don't physically own silver, but you own shares in the trust that owns the silver. Unless you like having it in your hand, some people do, fair enough. But I put this to you. People that say they want to own gold and silver, some people do it as a preparation for an Armageddon, a catastrophe. And the beautiful thing about silver or gold or Bitcoin or anything like this online is when the world is working and operating like it is now, you can buy and sell it to anyone at any time around the world. We can access the stock market 24 hours a day, 5 days a week. So there's enough time to do whatever you want to do using an online version of anything. If we have an Armageddon and the world comes to an end and we have World War III, there'll be no power, there'll be no internet, and you won't be able to move any money anywhere. Right? So you might say, well, I can't sell my gold and silver now because the power's gone out. Yeah, it's stuck on an exchange. There's an advantage with owning the real stuff. However, when you own the real stuff, right now, you still use the internet to communicate with your buyers and sellers, to send it somewhere, arrange for a pickup, whatever it might be. When the world comes to an end, the best you can do is sell it to your neighbor. Maybe he doesn't want it, or maybe he decides just to steal it from you because he's got more guns than you. If we all get desperate, this is what happens. So for me, owning silver, I'm not the Federal Reserve. I'm not JP Morgan. I'm just a bloke on the internet. I don't want to own physical silver. I don't see any point. And to back that up, recently I was lucky enough to be awarded a solid gold, and I mean solid gold, credit card from Robinhood. Not a gold-coloured one, a solid gold one, because I referred lots of people with the gold thing. Remember I did that? The gold plan, whatever it was, the credit card. And I sold it to Sensei. Sensei bought my actual credit card off me, a fully functioning credit card. I trust him, right? Anyway, I sold my solid good gold credit card. Now, it's gone up in price since then. I could have held out and got more money for it. Doesn't matter. I think he paid like $1,500. Now I think it's worth nearly $3,000. Great. He could go out tomorrow and sell it for $3,000. It's real gold. Just make sure that you cut the chip out first, Sensei. Anyway, the point is, I was able just to sell it because I then reinvested that in the S&P 500 and I'm up since then as well. So I prefer liquidity in an online asset. I don't care when the end of the world comes because I ain't any good at surviving anyway, and I'm not so sure anybody's going to be dealing with me trying to sell my gold credit card. They'll just steal it. And what they're going to do with it anyway, because the banks, the ATMs don't work. And what's the point? I don't know. So anyway, there's our story this morning on silver. I hope you enjoyed it. It was an absolute pleasure making it. So there it is. There's our silver this morning. I'll be buying iShares, SLV. That way it's more tax efficient. It's safer. You don't need to have a safe at home or an armed guard if you've got enough of it. You can sell it whenever you want. It's tax efficient. You can do it in your Roth IRA and sell it and trade it for tax-free. You certainly can't do that in the US with a physical lump of gold. I believe you can trade silver in the UK. There are some different rules there, I believe, but I don't know exactly how that works. I'm not giving tax advice on the UK selling silver. That's not my field of expertise. But there you go. I hope you enjoyed this silver presentation. Please tap the like button if you've enjoyed it. It doesn't seem like it's very popular today. We've got 75 likes. We normally have like 200 or 300 likes by now when we're talking about crypto. So not so many people seem to be that bothered about silver, it seems, at the moment. So if you'd like to tap the like button and prove me wrong, we're at 76. Let's see if it goes up, and consider subscribing. Okay, are you ready? Lucasades. This is for the Lucasades. We have a special announcement that will last all of a minute in my prediction. You probably guess what I'm talking about, and we're about to tell you right now before we open the bell, ring the bell, and before we have our big mega movie special from Vaz today. It's our best video we have ever made, definitely, in 4 years. Very, very proud of Vaz. Look forward to it. It's coming up in an hour from now. So my portfolio is up. I'm happy. I'm beating the S&P today. Good. That's nice. I've got my defensive position in Coca-Cola. That's good. The S&P is dipping like I expected. Crypto, unfortunately, is going down. However, that's what I expected as well. However, this presents opportunity. I do want to buy a whole Bitcoin. I do want to buy a good number of XRP. But it's not the right time for me right now. The risk to reward isn't there. The volatility of the trade isn't there right now. It's not the way I want to invest. I like to win every day consistently. I don't like the drama. I don't like the stress. I just want to win comfortably and just keep chipping away and winning like that. So we're going to go to comments and questions. But first of all, let's get ready for a few things. First of all, this is the big event that's coming up in 57 minutes, just under an hour from now. You must see this. And to make sure that you see it, I'm going to go live for all of 2 minutes to give you a taster of what you're going to see in this video. And I would call it a movie. It's great. I cannot recommend it enough. So this is what's coming next. It's pinned to the top. It's in the chat. It'll take you there automatically. And it's below in the description of the video. There's the link. But right now, are you ready? This happens 3 or 4 times a year. And it's all over in 1 minute from now. Stand by, everybody. You know what I'm going to say. Extremely limited, will sell out in minutes, I predict. There it is in the chat. MartynLucasShop.com. It's ready. It's going. The Christmas mugs are out and they are limited. Everything like this sells normally within a minute. We're not going to tell you how many there are. It's limited. It'll sell. Christmas mugs are on sale right now. Here is our smallest mug. There you go. There's our smallest mug. This is what it looks like. Me, Vaz, and Sensei with our silver play button for Christmas in our Christmas jumpers. Loving it, loving it, loving it. That's what it looks like. These are the different angles on the table. That's what it looks like. This will sell out very, very quickly. Get yourself a mug. Sensei will tell me how it's selling in the chat. There it is, the Lucasades mug, front and back, me, Vaz, and Sensei in our Christmas jumpers. If there's a limited number for each one, we won't tell you this time. We thought we'd do it a little bit different to surprise you. You have a large mug. The large mug is slightly more expensive. Because it's a lot bigger. These are my favorite mugs. These are the ones that I have. And again, there is the front and back look. I'm getting a message that they are selling now very fast. Okay. Remember now we've got 107,000 subscribers and nearly 2,000 members. So this is going to sell very, very quickly. Now you might want to go for the latte mug. This one tends to be the last one to sell out. It's the larger, more expensive one. This is the premium one. This is the latte mug. If you want to get yourself a latte mug, I'll put the link in the chat, MartynLucasShop.com. There it is. It's also below every video and below every live stream, MartynLucasShop.com. So what do you think? I'll get Sensei messaging me shortly to tell me which ones are selling out, which ones are popular. There you go. All right? So we're not going to tell you how many there are, but there they are in the shop. MartynLucasShop.com. The Merry Christmas, Happy Christmas Lucasade mugs are out. Get your mug before they sell out. There are only 3 mugs. That's it. All right. Let's go now. If you've bought a mug, let me know. In fact, I'll do a poll. Start a poll. What mug did you get? Small, large, latte, or a mix? There we go. So vote on the poll. What did you get? Small, large, latte, or a mix? There you go. What mug did you get? Small, large, latte, or a mix? Let's see who got what so far. Senzo will be telling me if they've sold out. All right, so we've now got 8 minutes to go before the bell. Look out, by the way, on our channel. We've got a new feature for season 5. At the top of the channel, you'll notice now, it's always been there, but now it's much, much more powerful. We've got the shorts. If you want to get a quick update of what you've heard today, and we're going to give prizes soon, like, you know our giveaway, we're going to give prizes and stuff like that in the shorts because they're so easy to watch. They're like 10, 15 seconds, but they give you all the headlines from the day's events. You click on the shorts and you can go through and you can see this is taken from our movie. And I'm calling it a movie today. Look how good this is. This is taken from a movie today that Vaz is doing. All of these here with the EVTOLs, the planes and all this stuff, these are all taken from our movie today. And you can check them out. You can leave a like, a comment, a share. And they give you, each one gives you a headline featured for you to focus on. All of these. Crypto explodes, Michael Saylor's Bitcoin strategy collapsing, Velo, the future of passenger flight, flying taxis are coming your way. We go through them all, and you can click on these and scroll through, and you can watch them all in minutes, and you can get a really quick idea of what we're trying to say in the main video, and each one in the description will link to the actual video itself. All right, now then, we had a poll running on the community page on YouTube. This is our community page on YouTube. I will come to comments and questions. I will answer everybody's question. If you want to put a comment on the screen, you can always do a super chat and interrupt me that way. All right. So is silver a buy, hold, or sell? We had 235 votes. We now have 265 votes, and 48% of you are still saying a buy, even though we're all-time high. That's good. Buy 48%, hold 31%, 12% sell, hardly anybody selling, and undecided 9%. So you really do know where you stand here. There's no real doubt about it. 265 votes. This will trend on Google, so you want to take part in this. You are saying buy it and hold it. Hardly anyone is undecided. That's great. And hardly anyone wants to sell. That's great. So that means there's only one way for this asset to go up. And that's up. That's just my opinion going off what you're saying here. All right? Anyway. Congratulations, everybody. Oh, we've got a star guest on the show.
Adbrianda Lisandio donated £1.99 through a super chat. Just got the latte mug.
You got the latte mug. Oh, the big posh one. Ooh, hello. There you go. That's a wise way to go because they're the last ones to sell out. The small mugs might have sold out in the first 10 seconds. They normally do. They normally sell out within a minute. So we've got some more this time, but they are still very limited. So they're going to sell out pretty quick. Let's see what the poll says. We've got 4 minutes to go. So 47%, or 17 votes. There you go. We've already had 17 people vote. And now I know some of you, I think it was Justin Duke. Justin Duke was going to buy them for Christmas presents. And he said, I want 10 or thereabouts. So Justin Duke, and don't forget, if you do buy them for Christmas presents, you can send them wherever you want. You can also add them in your basket. And when you add them in your basket, you can get free ones. So if you add a multiple batch, you get more discounts. You can combine things. If you buy like 3 or 4 mugs, you can get a free t-shirt. There's all sorts of stuff that you can do if you want to buy them for Christmas. All right, so you should probably mention that. If you are buying them for Christmas, a lot of people are. Justin Duke said he wanted 10, so get in quick. All right, if you want to buy a batch, you can then get them sent to different addresses. You can also get discounts on them. I think you buy 3 or 4, or you hit a target, you get a free T-shirt or another free mug or whatever it is. So consider finding the best ways to get yourself the best discounts. We're not trying to, hide that. We want you to get the best deal. So if you buy 3 or 4, we want to award you and thank you and give you the opportunity to get a free one or a T-shirt or whatever it might be. So there you go. But 24 votes. 24 votes. I bet I get it. I wouldn't be surprised if these are extremely limited now. 24 people, and some people will buy several for Christmas presents. The small one, 38%, the large one, 17%, the latte, 21%, 25%'s a mix. So this year, you're buying all of them. Okay, all right. They become collector's things, these things. They sell out so quick. All right, anyway, this is amazing. Let me, great Christmas presents, aren't they? Think about it. I mean, just brilliant. Right, we've got 1 minute to go before the bell goes.
Not a time to underestimate risk. Tariffs are disrupting supply chains and driving higher prices. There have been 16 different
I can't believe this.
over the past
New
10
member.
months
At Life
that
and
have resulted
Spiritual
in
Hacks has
significant
become a
resourcing,
member.
product delays, out of stocks, and driven multiple rounds of price negotiations and increases.
Another new member.
It's going to be predictably.
We're going to ring the bell in just over a minute, actually. If you want to tap the like button. Oh, we're great. We got over 100 likes now. Silver wasn't as a big story as our crypto stories, but that's fine. We wanted to bring you this news. Right, we're 1 minute before the bell goes. Consider subscribing. If you want to become a member, there's the membership link. There's my X. There's my Instagram. Seeking Alpha and Alpha Spread for all the analysis software. If you want to follow me on Discord, that's my community. That's the only way you can directly have a conversation with me. You have to become a premium member. Don't join the free route. I'll show you what I mean. Because the free route is just where all the scammers come in. Whoops a daisy. Let me go here. I've got 200 members, which is nice. I can handle that. Don't join here, otherwise we kick you out. It's where the scammers, bots. We have to have it there. Discord want everyone to join, just so they can promote Discord. We don't like that feature on it. Just, you can say here, it's $2.99 to become a premium member. Then you are in my personal inner circle, if you like, the Lucasade circle. It's a private domain, and we can all have a conversation together. I mean, we do all sorts of stuff. Right, we're going to ring the bell. Let's get ready to go.
Manage complexity, right? Managing complexity. What's a small business expected to do?
Ron Waker's done okay.
I mean small.
Right, the markets are going down this morning. Here we go. So, where are we? VU is selling down. Coca-Cola dipped a little bit and is coming straight back up again. SGov, obviously, SGov is SGov. Crypto is going down. That's expected. I'm expecting a major drop on crypto, which will give me a great opportunity to buy some if other macro conditions are right. Let's go through our portfolio. Here we go. So my overall portfolio is just flat at the moment. It's safe. Coca-Cola is protecting my portfolio. The S&P 500 is now starting to sell off. Broadcom was a great beat. Broadcom was great, but we had lots of other fears now with chips and a recession. The UK is now edging on the edge of a recession. We've got the yen carry trade unwinding. I want to buy crypto. I want to buy gold. I want to buy silver, but this is not the time right now. I'm protecting my portfolio with my Coca-Cola. That's why I'm up today, even though the market is down. We don't like losing. We want to make sure we're always winning, chipping away all the time. Virgin Galactic got destroyed by the by the dilution of the stock. We didn't like that. Palantir down. Excuse me. Gold soaring. We talked about silver earlier on our silver special. Silver is up again today, 1.32. It now has a larger market cap than Bitcoin. Gold going up. Amazon selling off today, down 0.3. Apple up 0.05. Enphase Energy down 0.46, but now holding above that $30 mark. Coca-Cola going straight back up again. And it's going to go ahead now. It didn't present an opportunity to buy more, and now we're going to another high. There we go. My portfolio is going to go another all-time high today. My defensive position is winning. Very, very nice indeed. The Coca-Cola deal, the CEO, there it goes. Johnson & Johnson above $200 now. That was our target. Chevron Oil up 0.15. Tesla up 1% today. McDonald's up 0.4. Defensive. Get ready for the yen carry trade. Presenting opportunity though to buy the dip on your favorite crypto, but it's not right for me just yet. Google is up, Microsoft is down, Meta is down, Nvidia is up, going to $200 once again. Walmart down. Tilray Brands, we've got this information from Trump. Everyone's buying this, expecting the legislation to change. I'm still very, 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 very risky on this one. It's not the conditions for me at all. I like to know where we're going. My portfolio is now beating the market. Coca-Cola is doing what I expected. It's going up. It's outperforming. It's protecting my portfolio. It's allowing me money to buy the S&P on the dip, which is happening. It's allowing me to buy the dip on XRP and Bitcoin, but just not yet. Just not yet. Robinhood up today. Rocket Lab down. Plug Power manipulation. Bitcoin down today. XRP up 0.1 today. And Ethereum down very, very slightly. There we go. And our silver is up once again. There we go. A great day on the market once again. Let's turn the studio green. We're beating the market again. It's great. Chipping away, just trying to make consistent profits. We don't want to lose. We enjoy making money. I don't enjoy losing it, but I love the red days. So, while we're preparing for the red days, we want to buy XRP. We want to buy Bitcoin. We can. We want to buy gold, silver. We can. We want to buy back the S&P. We can. But this is not, in my opinion, the best time to do it. I want to keep winning. Have we hit another all-time high? 2864, 286, 630. That's another all-time high. Fan-flipping-tastic. All right, we're in a nice safe position. We're in a defensive position. We're not paying tax. We're going to trim our Coca-Cola any moment now. If we go to Coca-Cola, we're going to use tax lots. You may have it called lots. We want to trim and reduce our position. Why? Because I want more in SGov to buy the S&P, Bitcoin, XRP, maybe gold and silver. I want to take some profit, but I don't want to pay tax. I want to swap my winnings with the high price stock with the low price stock, thereby protecting my portfolio, giving me liquidity, allowing me to buy risk assets that are going down and transfer once again. So here we go. We can now look, and we're not doing day trading because we bought them yesterday. We can now go into our sell. We can now select tax lots. You may have it called lots. Doesn't matter what it's called. You can see now from doing what I did yesterday, nearly all my shares, look, they're all in profit. Look at that. 68.81 is the bottom of the pile. I want to keep that. Why do I want to keep that? Because that protects my portfolio. It gives me liquidity, allows me to have more margin, because the lower my prices, the less my risk, the more margin, the more buying power I've got. I eventually want to do $1 million trade live on the show. So all of these down here at 68, they're all in profit. We bought those low when everybody sold off with Costa Coffee deal and didn't know about it, and they oversold for tech because of the CEO. Great, wonderful, thank you very much. You sold. Now all these shares here at the top in red are just about to turn green, as you can see. The ones at the top, if I click the one at the top, there you go, 50, I'm going to do another one. And we'll do another one, 150. Right. Those 3 lots there, you can't see it. It's at the bottom of the screen. In fact, I'll show you. If I take away this here, you can now see it at the very bottom of the screen. Those 3 lots, if I sell those 3 lots right now, I will lose $110. If I wanted to reduce my tax, that's how I do it. I don't want to do that though. There's no point losing money. It's the golden rule. No need to ever lose money. So let's not lose money. As you can see, I'm losing 104 at the moment. A couple of days ago, I was losing about $2,000. Now I'm losing about $110 at this precise second. In a few moments, it'll go green and I can sell all of those for a wash. What will that do? Well, if I select them at the right price and set the limit orders, I can sell them for a wash. If I want to sell them for a profit, I can. I don't want to pay any more tax. I could sell them for a wash, a loss, or maybe a bit of profit if I wanted to. Remember, if you sell them for a profit, there's nothing wrong with selling them for a profit. You know, if I make $10 profit, just a little bit of profit, and I pay $2, 20% tax, it's okay. I've still made $8 profit. Doesn't matter. But the purpose of this is not to sell for a profit, not to sell for a loss, just get my money back, rebalance my portfolio, bring the exposure to Coca-Cola down, provide me more liquidity to buy Bitcoin, XRP, and gold and silver and all these, and the S&P primarily when it dips on the carry trade. This is more of a protection of my portfolio. You can see now that green is going up. Can you see it? Can you see each one is turning green? Can you see it? I'm only $94 down now. There you go. 86 down now. They're all turning green. They're all turning green. Can you see it? One by one, they're all turning green. Look at that. There's another one gone. Can you see them all going? They're all turning green, which is great. So I don't have to lose money. I don't have to pay tax. I don't have to I can post a profit if I want, entirely up to me. But if I sell that, if you look right at the bottom of the screen, that will credit my account with $17,415. Now, I cleared my margin yesterday. I used margin for about 3 hours while I was trading my SGov. I was waiting for the next penny up to make profit on my SGov, because remember, I earn more on the interest on SGov than I pay on interest on margin. And when you do it in one day, you don't pay margin cost anyway, because it was unsettled funds. So you can use margin $1 million in one day and clear it within the day using your lots, using your SGov, and you can basically borrow money for free. I do it all the time. And then make sure I sell SGov, which we know is going to go up. Every few hours, it goes up by 1 cent. I sell it, make that little bit of profit, and I pay off the margin. That's what I did. So I've got no margin now. I've got no reason to sell. However, what I want to do is reduce my risk to Coca-Cola, not because I don't like it, but I just don't want 80, 90, 100% of my portfolio in one stock. That's not very sensible, all right? Even though it's a good price and I'm probably going to win. I want to reduce it anyway. So I got money to buy more VU, which is going on the way down, and more XRP and Bitcoin and other things like that on the way down, which is what I'm expecting at the end of the year, particularly around December 19th for the yen carry trade. So there you go. That's how the lots is stacking up. We'll come out of there and we will go into the portfolio. There you go. It's nice. Look, very good. So you see my portfolio is up today. $1,000. I'm making real money now on Coca-Cola. People will tell you can't make any money buying Coca-Cola. You have to buy something very risky. You don't. If you consistently win, consistently compound, consistently manage your risk, you don't have to have explosive gains. Just keep making money and allowing it to compound, allowing the dividends to pay out, efficiently managing your tax position so you never owe any tax or limited tax. And then that way, you're always winning. All right, and that's what we're trying to teach and entertain here on the show. So you can see my Coca-Cola position now, I've gone from down about $4,000 to up $888. My average now is 69.23. So I've got a really nice average. I started at 72. And in a few moments, all being well, I can sell some of the 70s. Now I've got 63% allocation. It's very heavy. I really want about 35 to 40. I want a lot because I want to have a defensive position. Now don't be under any illusion. Coca-Cola can't just ride out the yen carry trade. If the S&P goes down 20%, Coca-Cola will go down about 10% and crypto will go down about 40%. So because of all these things, we are constantly shifting, constantly adjusting so we can buy Bitcoin for $50,000. So we can buy XRP for $1. And not only that, we've got a lot more money to buy a lot more of it at that price. At the same time as managing our risk, making sure we don't pay tax, making sure we're always making money. So there is Coca-Cola doing really lovely, actually. It's not booming, but it's made me $1,100. Now, my target, my personal little target, is to earn from the stock market $1,000 a day. That's essentially what I aim to do, to grow my portfolio by around about $1,000 a day. And I do that because I want to make $1 million from $5,000 by the end of the decade. I'm actually 1 year ahead of that schedule, by the way. So I started with $5,000. I'm now at 287, another all-time high. Wonderful stuff. Now, very shortly, it's going to really start to accelerate, because I'm preparing more defensive, more cash in SGov. I'm getting more and more dividends. Like I told you, $400 a month. My income is growing on YouTube, so you've got to earn more money. You've got to keep growing your portfolio, keep advancing yourself. If you don't earn any money, you can't do this. This is not a cash machine, or it's not a casino. I know people play it like that, but that's not what you want to do. You want to use the stock market as a place to invest your money, not have no money and use the stock market to make money. Focus on you earning money, saving money, and then investing it. And if you work at McDonald's and you only have $1 a week left over, that's okay. If you're young enough, you can still do it. If I said to you, would you like $1 million or 1 penny that doubles every day for 30 days, just 30 days, you'd make more money with the 1 penny doubling. That is an example, is if you are young, 20, 30, even 40 years of age, you can just chisel away while working on minimum wage and end up with $1 million. If you're in your 50s like me, you have to be a bit more aggressive, and 60s, and so it goes on, a bit more aggressive. But if you're in your 20s, 30s, 40s, you can become a millionaire with a minimum wage just by managing your wages and your funds wisely, without risk. In fact, the younger you are, the less risk you actually need. Right, we're now up $1,200. We're really starting to make some serious money now with Coca-Cola. I've got a price target of $80. That's a huge upswing. And that is a very, very conservative estimate. Plus the dividends, very, very happy. We've got lots of catalysts. The new CEO is great. He's not unknown. People sold it because they thought he was unknown. He's the chief operating officer. And with the World Cup, the operating officer is the most important officer on the board. We've got Coca-Cola sponsoring the World Cup. It's actually a great move. The Costa Coffee deal is a great move. It was losing the money. They want to ditch it. It doesn't make any difference to their bottom line. It's very insignificant. So because we had all the rally of crypto, we had the rally of aggressive stocks before the yen carry trade, because everyone pumps a dump, Coca-Cola got sold off. It was a no-brainer. That's why I bought it. The S&P, as predicted, is going down. This is great. I do own a position. I don't mind. I'm up on it. It doesn't matter. I've got 18%. So if it rallies, I'm up. If it goes down, I don't care. I just buy more. And remember, even if it goes down 20, 30% in this latest entry point trade, I'm still up. Because if I'd not sold when I had it at 480, I'd be up. And I've still got that money. I haven't taken it out, spent it. I haven't been down the pub and drunk it, have I? I've still got it. Because at the end of the day, if you look at my portfolio and you go into my year to date will tell you I'm up 40.7%. So if the market goes down 20%, I'm still up 20% this year and I've still beaten the S&P 500. Doesn't matter. So it's okay to remain in the market. I think you should always be in the market. You should use your lots to constantly flow, ebb and flow in and out of different things to get the best deal and so on and so forth. So there we go. Now we've got a few minutes to go before I end this, and we're going to go over to our big special event today. It's going to be so exciting. I can't wait. So there we are. There's my position. Now we are back here. We are now waiting to buy the S&P. It is going down. It will go down, in my opinion, which is great. It's not a bad thing. It's a good thing. I don't want it to keep going up until I want to retire or borrow against it. I want the stock market to go down 90%. Let's be honest. Unless the business is failing. We don't want that. We don't want the business to fail. We just want uncertainty so everyone panics and sells. As long as the businesses are performing, we want the stock market to go down. And they are all performing. But people get uncertain and they sell and they get manipulated. So we want to go down. I want Coca-Cola to carry on running now to $80 because it's better value. 22 times earnings rather than 29 times earnings of the S&P. Now we look at crypto. Crypto, I like XRP, Ethereum, Bitcoin. I'm not really bothered about Dogecoin. It's a joke coin, right? Bit of fun. However, I like Ethereum, I like XRP, I like Bitcoin. I want those three assets, but I don't want them at this price in these conditions. And when I buy them back, as I've done before, I will buy more than most of you right now. Often people say, oh, you're out of crypto. But when I buy back, I'll buy more. I'll buy with conviction. I'm not dollar cost averaging. I'm waiting for the right moment. And if you want to know when I'm buying XRP again and Bitcoin again, I will share it on my X and Instagram. And of course, I will talk to you in Discord if you become a member. There are the 3 links in the chat and also below in the description. I'll share everything with you. I get direct information. I talk to Bank America, talk to Robinhood. I have a couple of friends at Ripple. I've got friends all over the place. De Beers, we talked about it earlier with diamonds. I share with you my personal correspondence on my X, on my Instagram. There it is in the chat again. And Discord we have. If you join as a premium member, you can talk to me directly. If you are a member, of course, you can call into any live show and be on the show. We've got a few minutes to go. We're now going to go through comments and questions and answer everyone's questions. So another great day, another all-time high. Wonderful. Keeps on rolling. We don't even need to look at it. We know where we're going now. We don't even need to worry about it. So we're going to do comments and questions now. So if you want a question or a comment, please put it in the chat now. I will answer everyone. Members, non-members, oh my gosh, I'm absolutely soaring. And down goes Vu. Here we go. How do you do? Oh, this is great. This is even better. Yen carry trade is picking up pace. Down goes crypto. Here we go. This is great. We like XRP and crypto, but we want to buy a discount. Coca-Cola is now running to $80. This is great for those of you that bought it. Wonderful stuff. There will be profit taking along the way. This is why you want to use your lots. Trim it. In fact, I might be doing it live on the show. Yes, I'm doing it live on the show. Here we go. How do you do? Rocking and rolling. Here we go. Trade. Sell. Lots. Comments and questions. Oh my gosh, every single one. Nearly every single one now in profit. Right, let's reduce. So. Let's see what we can do here. We'll go to comments and questions in a moment. It might not happen now. A bit of, but like I say, there's going to be some profit taking. I'm not really bothered. If it doesn't matter. That's the point. We know where it's going. We know the yen carry trade is unwinding. We know what date the rates come out. We know XRP and crypto is going down at the moment. We know why it's going down. So we're not in any hurry whatsoever. But it's fun. It's good. It's exciting. We take some profit, but not now. I want to sell at $70.04. I want to sell right at the top. I want to reduce my position, but I'm not bothered. I don't have to. I've already cleared the margin. I don't have to. It's a great buy at this price. I know where it's going. The World Cup will take it to $90. So why even sell it? Because the S&P will give me more and I want to be diversified. I want AI, but I want AI at the right price. I want crypto at the right price. So anyway, there we go. So while I'm waiting for that, it doesn't look like it's going to happen. It nearly did. It was very close. The shop, I think, is going extremely limited. If you've just tuned in, our Christmas mugs are out. There it is, martynlucasshop.com. Get yourself some Christmas presents for your family and friends. Make sure that you bulk everything up together so you can get them sent to the different addresses. I think you can do that. You can also get some free stuff if you like combine mugs. You get like 3 or 4. You get a free one and a t-shirt, whatever. You get free stuff. These are the mugs. They are limited. Every time we bring out our mugs, they sell out normally within the same day. We have published a few more this time, because obviously we've grown, we've got 107,000 subscribers. But normally, every single one of these sells out on the day. So, Sensei might be telling me in a minute they've already sold out, all right? These, hopefully not. Hopefully you'll be able to get these through Christmas. So there you go. There is our small mug. It's got me and Sensei and Vaz on it in our Christmas jumpers with the silver play button, looking great. Don't forget you can combine things and get discounts. You've also, if you like the posh mug, this is what I have. I always get the large one. I like the large one. It's very heavy. I like the large one. I think it looks great on the table for Christmas. Look, there you go. There's Sensei. There's me. There's me and there's Vaz. There you go. That's how it looks on the table for you. All right. Or if you're really posh and you like to be a little bit more posh and you got a bit more money, you might like the latte one because it's a lot bigger. There is the latte mug, and the same design, of course, exactly the same, and it's got all three of us on there with our silver play button and so on and so forth. MartynLucasShop.com, there is the link, and get yourself one of those or get yourself some Christmas presents. All right, okay. Right then, we're just trimming a little bit. We're running out of time anyway, so I don't think we're going to, I'll keep my eye on it, but it doesn't matter. The World Cup's a way off and all that stuff. So I'm in no hurry, and the S&P is going to keep dipping, in my opinion, anyway, as we get nearer and nearer 19th. XRP and Bitcoin, I think that's going to keep dipping. It may rally, because if people start buying it, of course, everything I'm saying goes out the window. But at the end of the day, my risk to reward isn't there. It doesn't make any sense at the moment, but I do want it. I just don't want it in these conditions at these prices. And the two are hand in hand. Now then, we've got 9 minutes to go. I'm going to take you all with me. Let me just end the poll. Let me end the poll for a moment. So we're literally about to end. 54 votes. So 54 people have bought a mug this morning. I know that many of you have bought a handful. I know that, so we could be selling out now. I know that Justin Duke said I want about 10 for my family. So don't be surprised if you don't get one today, if they're sold out already, or they'll sell out today or tomorrow. I don't know. So anyway, 54 votes. Let me end the poll. 41% went for the small one, 15% the large one. The latte was 17%, and the mix was 28%. All right. Okay, so let's go back to our main portfolio. We're just selling our Coca-Cola at the moment, but this is what's next. What we're going to do is, as we end this stream in a couple of seconds, I'm going to go live. It's not a video. I'm going to be live with you just like I am right now. But I want to do this on the next stream, because I want to really, really give huge thanks and support to what you're about to see. Vaz has produced a movie. He went to London, he met Vertical Aerospace, and he made a movie. Not a video, a movie. It's our best video we've ever done. The work, the time, the expense to bring this to you. Remember we said season 5, we're going to send Vaz around the world interviewing CEOs on the ground. This is the first one. We promised this was going to happen, and you don't want to miss it. You all want to watch it and share the premiere with everyone. I'm so proud of Vaz. He's done so well. It's amazing. The way he delivered it, when I saw this land on my desk last night, I thought, this is great. So all through the night, every hour, all through the night, from 9 o'clock last night to 7 in the morning, on the hour was a short promoting it. And you can see the shorts on our channel. They're also on Instagram, X, Facebook, Reels, everywhere. I've been putting these shorts out everywhere to promote this event. So in a couple of moments' time, I'll give you the link right now. I'm going to speak for 2 minutes, no more, in this special promotion event, right? And give you a preview. There's the link in the chat. It's also pinned to the top. It'll also take you there automatically, and it's also below in the description of this live stream. We're going to go here, and for a couple of moments, I'm going to tell you about what you're about to see. Then, in this live stream, in the chat, below the live stream, in the description, in the chat here, I will give you the link to the event itself, which is there. The world premiere of Vaz's The Future is Vertical movie. It's amazing. All right? I think you're going to love it. All right? So, while we're talking, here we go. Coca-Cola is going up again, and it's going higher. We'll have a chance to sell it maybe now. Here we go. Not quite. Nearly. I'm in no rush. I don't want to panic. I want to make sure I do a good job for Vaz. All right? I can take profit in a minute. It doesn't even matter. Right. So there you go. I want you all to join me. You're going to love this. It's going to be amazing. All right. So we've got 5 minutes to go. So I'm going to end this now. So I want to do all comments and questions. If you have a comment and question, answer it now just before I go for this event. So literally, I don't want to miss. No one gets left behind. No one gets ignored. Everyone gets their comments answered. Members, non-members, everybody can leave a comment. You've got 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Everybody, if you have a comment, a question, do it on the chat now and I'll read it out. So it's almost 5 in the morning here in Hawaii. Crypto Prince, hello and welcome to you. Great video with Vaz in London. You've not seen it yet. You've not seen it yet, Liz. Nobody's seen it yet. You've seen some shorts, some previews, but you've not seen it yet. Nice. Small caps outperforming today. Yes, they are because of rate cuts, but I don't like the Russell. I wouldn't buy it. 80% of the Russell will be disappeared and bankrupt and gone in 10 years. I don't like buying anything I can't own for 10 years. So yes, small caps and some rubbishy stocks, rubbishy businesses that are badly run, boom for a while. Everyone buys them and then boom, they drop. I don't want that. They always rotate back into quality. I don't want it. They'll rotate into defensive. They'll buy my Coca-Cola. Absolutely. Spot on they will. 100%. And they're doing it now. I don't want to be doing that. I want to rotate from quality to quality. Not cheap, not rubbish. Quality to quality. You're right. You can make money that way, but it's not for me. The S&P is going down quickly. This is great. This is what I want. This is what I predicted. Crypto is going down. This is great. We like XRP. We like Bitcoin, but we don't want to buy it at these prices in this volatile conditions either. 1 more minute. Hello, I'm reading all the comments. Love the channel. Don't worry about the haters. Marsha Taylor, thank you. We are much, much more upbeat today. You may have noticed we've had a great meeting last night. Me, Vaz, and Sensei. We're much more positive today. We've drawn strength from it. We've drawn strength from each other. Whenever the haters and stuff bring us down, we always come back stronger. We just get knocked for a while. We lose the battle. I get bashed and battered, but then I come back stronger every single time. And it's because of all your support that I'm able to do that. Do I need popcorn for this video? Yes, you do. My spouse says the EVTOLs are in the Philippines. Lovely, Terry Rose. The trailer you posted. The trailer? Is it, there's not a trailer for it. There's no trailer for it. You mean the little shorts? Yeah, there's no trailer for it. There's just shorts. Anyway, Yip said, when should I sell silver? Well, there's a question. You need to watch the beginning of the live stream. When should I sell? Up 52%. Love my small caps. It's great. You've made tons of money, but just be careful. It could drop in a blink of an eye. That's the problem. Anyway, I like to own a business that I can own. I'm not looking to, I trade, I reposition, I'm an investor, but I like to own great businesses and build positions. That's what I do. Nothing wrong with being speculative and buying, assets that are rallying, even if they're not that good. I totally get it. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. You're making money. Who the bloody hell cares, right? I mean, it doesn't matter. Vertical aerospace video in 2 minutes. Yes, potato family. I'm already there, says James. Ha ha. Got the chopper. MSTR is one I like to take money. Right. Okay, we're done. I've answered every question I said I would. No one gets left behind on the show. So here we go. I can start the trim now using my lots. We are, a few cents ago, a couple of cents ago, I can trim, but we're going at $80 on Coca-Cola. Remember, let it run. Don't sell things too early. Often people make mistakes selling too early, and I don't need to. I've got no margin. I've got no, you want to be defensive. Everyone's going to buy there. That's where they're going now. They're selling the S&P 500 and they're buying Coca-Cola. So why do I really want to sell? They're also dumping crypto today. Why do I want to sell? I don't need to. But I always want to be ahead of the curve. Right, here we go. So we're going to go here. I'm going to give you the link in the chat. This is a very, very short couple of minutes event. I'm going to be live. All right, here it is in the chat. Click on the link. Join me. Links underneath, pinned to the top. This will then take you to the big movie. The big movie starts in 10 minutes, so I'm going to be very quick. Guys, I love you all. Join me now. This is amazing. It's our biggest and best video we have ever made. And I'm loving it. Join me now. I go live instantly. I'm going to end here, go live there instantly, and then introduce the best video we've ever made. Take care of yourselves and each other.